He would always do that weird thing with his eyebrow. Fucking Jim Carrey. He'd always do like the up and down, up and down. I can only do one. I can't make this one. Nope, that's as far as it goes. Hi, hello, this is Jules the Human here. How are y'all doing today? I'm going to be talking about Jim and Andy, The Great Beyond, the Netflix documentary, and if I liked it or not, how it was. A quick synopsis: it is a tale, a documentary of Jim Carrey as he played Andy Kaufman in the movie Man on the Moon. Now, this was especially difficult for the director and everybody on the movie because Jim Carrey insisted that he was possessed or his body was kind of just taken over by Andy Kaufman and the other character that Andy Kaufman played. I mean, Andy never played that character, right? But Jim was sort of in this split personality sort of thing, and Jim wasn't there. The way that he talks about himself in third person is really jarring, a little bit weird, but it was a documentary about that. I don't need to get really into it. You already know. You can find a summary anywhere online, but I want to tell you my thoughts on this movie because I really liked it. It was so interesting. It was so Netflix documentary of them to do because I finished the movie and I was so much happier than what, I didn't really know what to expect, really. And I was just so much happier than I thought I would be at the end of the movie. So really it takes you a ways into the Jim Carrey person and how he is now. The whole idea of why this wasn't released yet was because they didn't want anybody to hate Jim Carrey, and I guess, quote unquote, he doesn't care anymore. But by the end of this movie, I really do care a lot more about him. And I think it's because we care about Jim Carrey that we want to know what's going on. We want to know what's going on in his head during the movie back then, because this took place a while back in the 90s. And with what's going on with Jim Carrey right now, because he's talking to the people and it just seems like he's not the same person that we know. The mask of Jim Carrey that we know. And that plays a huge role in what this movie and documentary kind of goes into, really. It starts off as a deep dive into this character, Andy Kaufman, and how Jim got into it. Jim, during the time, coming off some of the biggest movies, the first 3 movies he's ever made, huge movies, him landing this role and getting into this character, but then it turns into something huge, something different, like all Netflix documentaries do. They start diving deeper into the person of Jim Carrey, the ideologies of this person, the idea of a mask that he's been wearing for his whole life, and how he was brought into fame so abruptly and how that changed him and all that stuff. It's so good. It's such a good documentary. We've seen Jim Carrey wear many hats. He's done speeches for universities. We've seen him in so many movies. We've seen him do all this stuff. And right now it seems like he was the realist. We saw the realist part of him in this documentary. And it's so fantastic, so human. Like, I love, and I can't say more about this movie. You just have to go see it if you haven't. I just had to make a video telling you how much I love this movie, this documentary. I don't know, is a documentary a movie? Do I have to say documentary every time? Is this still considered a movie? I don't know how this works. Leave a comment if I'm wrong, leave a comment if I'm right, whatever. Go ahead and leave a like on this video if you liked it. I don't know, should I rank movies that I watch? How should I rank them? I think I'm gonna give this 8 fire emojis out of 10. I guess I'm gonna use a fire emoji. I don't know what I'm doing. This is all new to me, but yeah, I really like the movie and I hope you go check it out. If you want to hear me talk about more TV, movies, video games, all the nerdy things, I have a podcast called the Nerdy Things Podcast right over there. And the link is going to be in the description down below so that you can hear that, me talking with Kevin and Tim about a bunch of nerdy things. Again, I'm trying a whole bunch of different things on this channel. If you like what I'm doing, if you like my personality, whatever, go ahead and subscribe. The subscribe button's right down there. Go ahead and do that. My goal is 100 subscribers by the end of 2017, and you can help me do that. Go ahead and share this video and go watch the movie. If you have already seen the movie, leave a comment. Tell me if you liked it or what you liked, what you didn't like. A lot of people were saying that he was really annoying, that people have worked with actors like him and actors like what they were doing, what he was doing, and they said it was very annoying. And I guess I can sort of see that a little bit, but I want to know your take on it. I want to know what your thoughts are on this documentary, Netflix documentary, Jim and Andy, The Great Beyond. Thanks, and I'll see y'all next time. This is the outro. Just hanging out. Go watch those vids. Go watch those vids. Subscribe. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.